I want to do citizen arrests.
You?
Could you see me? There are times I'll be standing at a traffic light ready to cross the street, and I'll see someone and I just want to arrest them right there.
Oh my goodness.
Taking to people's
I can
court.
only imagine.
Oh my goodness, don't. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, let's not cue the music for him. All right, well, storm scan, we got a lot to get to. Let's get to it. Storm scan 3, wide zoom, huge storm. We know that's coming. It's primarily a rain producer, but could end with a little icing tomorrow morning, far northwest of the city. Here's one part of the whole issue here, and that's the disturbance that's got to move through. It's a pretty potent storm system too, with very cold air on the backside. Look at the spread. It's 61 here. It's 7 below zero. That's not even a feels like. That's the actual air temperature in Minneapolis. So you're talking about a 68-degree spread right now across those couple of states here. Really telling me just how harsh the cold is in the wake of this. So the temperatures are about to tumble. Now, they are going to do so very dramatically. We're expecting the high to be hit very early tomorrow morning, probably at the stroke of midnight, actually. But then as the day goes on, the temperature is only just plummeting. So come, say, Eagles kickoff, you're probably at best in the low 30s, made to feel even colder. And come midnight, then Sunday, it's likely to be almost a 40-degree drop-off. Let's talk about that game day forecast since we've got Merrill coming up. Windy along with the cold. At this point, it looks like it would be an end zone to end zone, kind of a wind flow out of the northwest, but 31 at kickoff might feel no better than, say, 20. Oh, that's rough stuff. So if you're going out to this, you're tailgating all day, prepare for changing conditions throughout the day. Moving forward, though, temperatures tell it all. I mean, you're stuck in the 20s come Sunday. At least the sun's out. But with that chill, the chance for snow returns by Tuesday, Misha.
Of course it does. Be packed tomorrow.
Yes.
And it's very warm today, but it will be quite different tomorrow.
I mean, we're talking opposite extremes here.
Yeah.
So today, mid, even upper 60s. Come tomorrow, game time, it might feel no better than the 20s.
Incredible.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think it's like until you actually experience that kind of a drop off, you don't really have a perception of what that's going to feel like. So just be ready. Remember the kind of cold that we experienced in recent days. Exactly. And be prepared that it is going to feel like winter all over again, and that'll linger heading into the next few days beyond that point. But let me show you what's going on, what's behind this whole pattern change. And certainly it's not helping matters either when you're trying to do some traveling out there. Here's just a shot from the opposite side of our station headquarters. Now we're facing east. This is at Spring Garden. The telltale raindrops on the camera lens. It's obviously gray and dreary and damp. Doesn't look like there's a lot of traffic out there, but you're going to get slowed down strictly from the weather, whether there are people on the road with you or not. So expect to that. Let's go to the maps and we'll take a look at the very wide zoom on storm scan. This storm system is huge. I mean, it extends all the way from across the Canadian border down into the Gulf. It's primarily a rain producer in advance of this sharp cutoff where you have the cold air rushing in behind it, and you can see a little bit more of that organization now as the area of low pressure is lifting north. So it's kind of strung out, and eventually once this rain wraps up, we'll see the cold really settle in. So we've been getting clocked right now along I-95 the last few hours, and further inland, the rain has been coming down at least lightly or moderately through that entire 3-hour stretch. So it has led to some problems, certainly, if you're trying to travel through this anytime the rest of the day, though. Even if it's not actually raining, you'll still have to deal, I think, with some lingering travel issues. Let's take a look at forecasted rain amounts. So as we put things into motion heading into tomorrow, because we're still going to be dealing with this very early tomorrow morning, it should be long gone come noontime, but this gives you at least a sense of how much rain will fall. I don't think we could be shocked by seeing upwards of 3 inches out of this. This is one model's interpretation of it. The key, though, is that it's a widespread, essentially washout for the rest of the day. Even though it's rounds of rain, it's not a swath of widespread rain per se that affects the entire region. We all could stand to see some additional rain and a couple rounds of the locally heavier stuff before it's all said and done. So moving it forward in future weather here, come 3 p.m., kids are getting out of school. You're still dealing with some pretty drenching rain. PM drive may be very dicey as it currently stands, where you've got those brighter shades of oranges and reds. That's very intense rainfall, which would potentially blind you as you're out on the roadway. So you're going to have to slow down out there. There may be a lull late tonight, and then the front itself comes through. Notice, though, that the cold will be catching up in places like Berks, Lehigh, Northampton counties. So a winter weather advisory takes effect there into tomorrow morning. Come kickoff, we're good. But let's talk quickly about that winter weather advisory. It's for icing more than anything, not necessarily snow, because the storm's getting out of here before the really cold stuff gets in here. So with time, these temperatures just take a huge hit, but the storm will be gone. We're currently at 62 here, 65 in Trenton, 58 even in Mount Pocono. Look how stark a contrast it is, though. Back in Cleveland, you're at the freezing mark. It's actually 4 below zero in Minneapolis. That's not accounting for a wind chill. So how cold are we talking for the game time? Not only is it cold, but it's windy too. More of an end zone to end zone wind flow out of the northwest. So we could be looking at more of a running game, that said. But regardless, you've got to prepare for really stark cold. Now looking ahead, we're going to keep that cold around in the next couple of days beyond this point. Tuesday, there's a new clipper coming along that brings our next chance for a couple of snow showers too.
Wow. Okay, well, enjoy today.
Exactly.
Not quite tomorrow, but
Yeah.
today. All right, thank you, Kate.